I met my husband by accident. Quite literally. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olive Emodi, and if you're new here, please subscribe, like my videos, share them. If you're old, thank you, you're the real OG. So today I'm going to give you a gist, hot gist, about how I met my husband by accident, quite literally. One night I was heading out to go and do God knows what, and on my way, it was raining. I was headed to somewhere in Ikoyi, and on my way, I remember feeling like I was in some form of a trance. That was my official first accident. Somebody hit me from behind. The push was so strong, everything in my car fell down, my tissue box, the things at the back seat, everything fell down. I was like, what just happened? And then I looked and saw this guy trying to form, you were too slow. I don't know whatever he was saying. My face went red. Driving in Lagos first is already an extreme sport. You already know that. If you have to, I think that people should add I drive in Lagos to their resume because it's very crazy driving here. Anyway, I slowed down, got ready to park, and I saw him indicating, and he came to park in front of me. I was already seeing red, ready to go and bring down hailstone and brimstone. It was raining heavily. I was fully dressed and glammed up with makeup. I got out of my car, went to the guy's car, ready to show him Pepe. But it was so calm. And I was like, hi, I'm so sorry, but you slowed down. I said, I slowed down what? Are you supposed to be speeding when it's raining heavily? You shouldn't even be doing up to 20 kilometers per hour. Why were you speeding? He said, you just stopped all of a sudden. I said, there's a reason why there's a brake light. When you see the brake light coming on, it means the person in front of you is stopping. And I was stopping because the person in front of me was stopping. So you should stop. And then there was a bit of I was already getting worked up, and he said, please, can you leave the road and come to the other side so that another vehicle doesn't hit you? I was so angry, but I had to use common sense. So I went to the other side of the car, and I stood there, and the next thing Uncle said was, can you please come into the car? I'm like, no, why? He said, please, so that we can talk. I looked around. The car was not bad. So I entered inside. I know that makes me sound vain. No, I'm not. I got into the car. The car was smelling fresh. I'm like, okay. The freshness of the car first made me calm down, like auntie, calm down. And then I heard the gentleman speak. He was speaking so nice. I was like, Then I took a second look. But boy, in my house. I said, this boy is fine, you know? So, I mean, beauty can calm anger. As I saw his beauty, I started calming down. And we got talking. And he said, oh, he was so sorry about this. And he was going to fix it. All that I needed to do was just to get the bill from my mechanic and send to him. I'm like, okay. He then asked my name. I said, oh, my name is Olive. And he says, I believe I've met you before. Hey! People of Obasanjo internet don't find me come. I now felt the need to maybe be calm. I'm like, he probably knows me from social media. But, I mean, I didn't really send so much. I was like, okay, no problem. You know me. Okay, what next? He says we should exchange contacts. He gave me his number. And then I said, okay, I needed to get going and that I'll let him know. So I got down from the car. And then he walked me to my car. He came out with an umbrella, picked me up from my side. He was such a perfect gentleman. Picked me with the umbrella, took me to my car, opened my car door, and I got in. He shut the car door. He went to take a look at the bash. He was like, oh, it's not so bad. I'm like, it's not so bad. He's like, no, I'm going to fix it. There's no problem with it. For me, I was already like, gentleman, carry umbrella, took me to my car. You know, some of us, it's not hard for them to deceive us in this Lagos. Jesus will help me. Anyway, got into my car, he got into his car, started driving. I was actually shaken by the accident, right? And then I started driving. I forgot to put on my headlights. I just saw my phone ring. He was uncle calling me with international number. I'm like, what's on the international number? Wow. So I picked the call, like, hello. I was like, oh yeah, it's me. I just wanted to tell you that your headlights are off. I'm like, oh, thank you. I was a bit shocked from the whole incident, you know, so I turned on my light and I drove. I wasn't spending the night in my house. I spent the night in my auntie's house, and she and my friend, of course, my friend and my auntie. So I got to the house. I'm like, auntie, see what happened. I met this hot guy. This one, that one, he hits me. My auntie said, let him fix your car first. After that one, you people can decide if you want to do romance. But no, I get coconut head. I know the hear word. myself and my friend, we went downstairs, we checked. She was like, oh, what's his full name? I'm like, I don't know his full name. So we checked. I had saved his number. This is not me, it's my friend. I don't want to call her out on this video, but she knows herself. She says, oh, let's see his video. So she opens his WhatsApp DP, zooms in. He was wearing a suit that he took, maybe a photo he took at work. And the suit had like his name tag. I think it was a suit we saw it from, or was it from Google? We should have got a photo that had his name tag. So we saw his full name. Then she Googled his Instagram page, dug it out, went to his Instagram. We saw photos because we needed to find out if he was married. You know, in this Lagos, some people are married, semi-married, sometimes married. So if you ask somebody, are you married? They can be like, yeah, sometimes. You need to be sure the person is really, really married, just to avoid stories that thought. I wanted to check if Uncle was single and available. And we got to his page, scrolled down, saw photos of him doing groomsman, saw people commenting inside, you are next. I say, we are next, my dear. So you are single, so nice and sweet. Anyway, next day, Uncle sent a text message saying he just wants to check up on me and my car to be sure that we're fine. I'm like, oh yeah, it was an incident that made me stop and rest, and I'm glad for that. But you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. We're doing subtle flirtation now. Uncle now replied, oh, I'm sure I have a darn good legal team, and let's not do it. Let's just settle out of court or something like that. And I remembered in that moment that he had said we met, but I forgot to ask him. So I sent a text saying, speaking of which, I forgot to ask you how we met. And I want to say that at this very point in life, till today, Uncle never responded to my message. Text, he no respond to. Call, he no call me. He left me on read. It wasn't WhatsApp, so I would have said read. He read my message and never responded. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to call him and be like, I sent you a text. You did not respond. Moral of the story, don't let Lagos boys finesse you. Don't let them finesse you. They jam your car, collect your money first. Ensure that they fix your car. After that, people can be playing romance. You can do your love later. Business first, pleasure later. But that being said, the car damage wasn't that much, really. It was something I could fix and get over with. I hope he never sees this video. And if he sees this video, we're just all going to laugh together. Please pretend you did not see this video in case you see it too, because we have moved on. Thank you very much. All right, yeah, so that's the story of how I met my husband by accident, or so I thought. It's not my husband. We move. Thank you very much for watching to this extent. Much is coming. Please remember to subscribe, like my video, share, watch it on all your devices. As you do, I pray that your shop will not burn. God bless you. Thank you very much and see you next week. Mwah.